morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I got both babies down for their naps, and I figured I'd hurry up and get this video done because I've been trying to get it done for like, I can't even tell you, like a week now I've been trying to film this video. But every time I try to film the video, like something comes up or the kids wake up from their nap. I literally sat down one day, had my tripod up, had everything set up, my cart, and both babies woke up. So that was fun. Well, I spoke too soon because she ended up waking up. Literally as soon as I sat down to film this, she woke up. It's been crazy around here, to say the least. I cannot believe she's gonna be 2 months old soon. I'm excited about it, but I can't believe it. But yeah, this video is going to be about how I went from not being able to pump any breast milk to pumping 16 ounces a day. And this is huge accomplishment for me, because when I went back to work before I had her, it was in December of last year, and I went to go pump and nothing would come out of the pump. I would take the pump with me to work every day and I would pump and I could not get any milk out. Luckily my son was 14 months old, so he didn't need to survive on breast milk. So whoever watched him gave him whole milk while I was at work. But it like really bothered me. So I was really afraid when she was born that I wasn't gonna be able to pump. So about a week after she was born, I started to pump. And I don't know about a lot of you moms, but for me, the pumping was just very intimidating to me. And that's why I didn't pump with my first baby, and I should have started pumping when he was younger. And I think that's why I didn't respond to the pump well, because I didn't start from the beginning. I don't really know what it was, but if you wanna get a good milk supply, you need to start within like a week of your baby being born, just to make sure that your boobs are used to the pump and that they learn it, and then they know, okay, I need to make more milk than what my baby drinks, because that's the biggest thing, is teaching your body to produce more, like telling it to produce more milk than what the baby needs, because you're only going to produce what the baby needs unless you train your body. Hey, I need more milk so I can have a supply. So there's 3 big tips that I wanted to share with you guys that I think would really help you start pumping more milk, getting more supply. And the first one is having a scheduled routine down. The second is having a designated spot to pump, or in my case, I have a cart that I move everywhere that I can, wherever is convenient for me to go and pump, I can just pull my cart along and it has everything I need on it. And the third tip is having some kind of supplement to help your milk supply, such as lactation cookies. So I'll go ahead and go through the first tip. So for this schedule, just keep in mind, it does not have to be strict. You just have to make sure that you schedule a certain amount of times to pump each day and keep to it. So for instance, I pump once in the beginning of the day. So usually right around when I put both babies down for their nap, and then I will shower and pump. And in the beginning, I pump for 20 minutes because you just kind of want to do a little extra. But now I'm down, because I have a routine down and my milk supply is good. I am down to only having to pump for 15 minutes each session. So I pump the first time through the day. So that is around anywhere from 12:30 to 1:30 where I get to pump for my first time. And then with that pump, I get usually 4 ounces. And that's another thing to remember, like don't stress out about how many ounces you get each pump session, because it's always gonna be different. It's never gonna be the same consistent amount per session, or at least I have noticed these past couple months. It might change like down the road when I start pumping more. But as far as I know right now, it's just hasn't been consistent how much milk I get each time. So after the first pump of the day, the second time that I do it, after I put them down for bed, so it's around like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. And I get a lot more around that time, I've noticed, than I do in the beginning of the day. I get about I want to say like 5 ounces at that time. And then another time that I do it is in the middle of the night. So in the middle of the night, I have my handheld pumps, and I have 2 of them, and I just have both of them ready because I don't want to wash anything in the middle of the night, and I don't want to reuse one that's been sitting out. So I will use my hand pump, and I will pump one side while she's eating off the other, and I get about 2 to 3 ounces when I do that in the middle of the night. And I do that twice because she gets up twice. I will pump the one side with a manual pump while she's eating on the other twice. So I have 2 to 3 ounce bottles just from that. So that's 4 to 6 ounces just in the middle of the night that I'm getting. And then during the day, it's about 8 or more ounces that I'm getting during the day when I do my pump sessions. So to kind of summarize it, I pump with my electric pump twice a day, and then I pump with my manual pumps twice in the middle of the night. So that is the routine that I got down for myself. I don't give myself a time, like I'm gonna pump at 11 o'clock every day. I don't do that because it is very impractical, and then I was getting very discouraged when I couldn't make that time. Then I get stressed out and just upset. So I just ended up telling myself, okay, don't plan a time, just plan, you know, like around a time. Like just do it once in the beginning of the day and once at the end of the day, and then in the middle of the night. Because I want to take advantage of when my boobs are engorged, because they're only engorged at night because she eats so often during the day. And your boobs are only going to get engorged if you have, you know, milk built up from them not eating, because she doesn't eat. She goes long stretches in the middle of the night. So don't get discouraged if your boobs aren't always hard, or if it feels like you don't have a lot of milk in them, because you know, that's not the case. Like, just because your boobs don't feel hard or uncomfortable doesn't mean you aren't producing milk. So just wanted to let you guys know that, and reassure you on that, because I always thought that at the beginning. And then for my second tip, I'll go ahead and show you guys right now my cart that I have and how I have that set up. So this is my cart. I just want to start off by mentioning that I got my cart from Bed Bath & Beyond, and it was $30, and I had a 20% off coupon. I only ended up spending $20. So up top here, I have the Dr. Brown's breast pump, and I just wanted to rave about this for a second. It is the best breast pump. I've had a Medela one, and I did not like it. It's got these silicone sleeves on each side so you can put your bottles in there. And it's got one back here with a little bit of storage as well. And then it's got a digital screen when you turn it on, so you can see digitally. And then these things here, if you have to take one off and just pump one side and you plug it up, it works great. My Medela one did not. It like kept getting air, so it didn't suction enough on the other boob. And then I've got this little containers. These containers here, it was a 3-pack on Amazon. So I got these. I put one of the containers up here with my breast bags. And then I keep these sticky notes here with this marker, and that's how I label my bottles. So once I'm done pumping, I put both milk into one bottle, and then I put a sticky note of the date on it, and then put it into the fridge so I know the date. Because when you're putting it into the freezer, you want to date it the oldest. So like, because I have to mix them sometimes, and you want to make sure when you mix them, they're the same temperature. So I put them in the fridge, and once they're all cold, I'll then mix them and put them in freezer bags if I don't get a full 4 ounces at the pump, at the first pump. So then I have to mix them. And then you have to make sure that you put the oldest date first when you mix them, was my whole point of that rant. And then I have these bags in here. They're the sanitizing bags that you can reuse, and they work great. And then on the second shelf here, I have my lactation cookies, which I weighed 2 ounces each because I had my mother-in-law make them for me. I sent her a recipe and she made them, because when you buy them, they get pricey. They're like $20 for 10 bags of cookies, and you want to have 1 serving, which is 2 ounces. So I weighed them out on my scale and put them in separate bags. So I have my lactation cookies on this shelf, and then I have my supplement, which is this here, the Happy Healthy Hippie. I've been taking that. and it's been working because I've been getting lots of milk, so I can't really point out which one is working the best, like if it's the cookies or if it's the supplement. So those are the two things that I do to help with my milk supply is the lactation cookies. I have 1 bag a day, a 2-ounce bag, and then I have the recommended dosage of this every day. And what's nice is I just take my supplements and eat my cookies while I'm pumping, so I never forget each day. And then I have my nipple cream here. This is like the best nipple cream ever, so I highly recommend this brand. I also have the brand that the hospital gave me, but I don't like it because putting it on, it's super thick and it's hard to spread. It's just not like, you know, moist enough, so it's hard to use this one. So I do not recommend this, and I don't ever use it. I should probably just throw it away. And then I have a chapstick in there. I don't really ever use it. And I have hand sanitizer. I don't ever really use that, but I just put it there just because. These I should probably throw away. I don't need them anymore. It was my prescription I got from the doctor for after I had the baby. It's Motrin. I only used it for like a couple days after I got home. So, and then this here is my hair growth supplement. I take that at the same time as I pump just so I don't forget. And then this container, I have all of my bottles. And then down here on this one, I have more of my cookies because they didn't all fit up there. And then I have a little bag with pens and markers. And then I have some pens that I set out and some books so I can, you know, write down my thoughts, or sometimes I do a food diary so I can make sure if she was upset one day, I write down what I ate so I know not to eat it again. Some extra storage for those cleaning bags. My wrap, reusable breast pads. This I use when I take off my Shield's milk wool drip, so I use this to catch the milk. And then this is my pumping bra. And then I have the Haakaa here, the ladybug. This is just to catch the excess milk. I haven't really used this much because I don't really get a whole lot. I don't have a lot of drippage to the point where I can save it. And then I don't really use these a lot because they're just a pain in the butt to take in and out. Like every time you have to feed, like you have to take them out and put them back in your bra. So I don't really use these. I probably should because I have to change out my bra quite often because I get a lot of leakage. So yeah, that is the cart, my little station, and it has wheels on it, and I just roll it wherever I need it to go, and it works out great. I highly recommend having a setup like this. And then this is the water bottle I use, and I drink one of these every day. It's got 64 ounces in it, I think is what it is. Yep, 64 ounces. And on this side, it just has inspirational quotes. Good morning, hydrate yourself, remember your goal, keep chugging, feel awesome, don't give up, almost finished, you did it. And it has a straw. I would not be able to drink my water without this bottle, I can tell you that. Something about drinking out of straw just makes it so much easier to drink than drinking water bottles. And it's got a child lock on it, which I definitely need. And it's got a handle here, and then it's got this strap here. I love this water bottle. It's not too big. It's like perfect size too. And then I have one of these with lunch every day, the Body Armors. I like the fruit punch and the strawberry banana flavors. I'm not really a fan of much other flavors other than those. And big tip, you have to drink these cold. It like just makes them taste so much better when they're cold. So I like cannot drink these if they're not cold. So I don't keep them in my station because I need them to be cold. So that is my cart and the supplements that I am using. And I have seen great results from this. Like I said, I went from not being able to pump at all to pumping 16 ounces a day. And it did take me about a month to really get my routine down. So don't be discouraged if you're having a hard time the first month, or even if you're having a hard time the first couple months. Like, you will get it down. It's really important not to stress because that really affects milk supply. And you have to, like I showed you my water bottle that I use, you have to make sure you're drinking a lot of water. Like, as long as you're drinking a lot of water and you can't eat, like, the water helps a ton. And then, like I said, the Body Armor as well, having one of those a day helps because it's hard to just drink a ton of water. You gotta split it up somehow, at least I do. But do definitely try to eat. Like, I have been eating like quick things, like healthy breakfast bars for breakfast because I have a hard time eating in the morning. So you really want to make sure you're eating and drinking a lot of fluids. And then I've been taking vitamins as well. I won't get into that because I don't like to recommend people vitamins because everybody's different. So, but I definitely suggest getting a nutritionist to help you figure out what vitamins you need. So I've noticed a huge difference in just my like mental happiness, my physical, like how I feel. And I don't know if it helps the milk supply, but it helps my mental, like helps me mentally taking my vitamins each day, and physically, like I just feel good. And then, you know, naturally when you feel good, you're happy. So I hope this helps somebody out there, and if you know, at the least it like makes you just feel better and that you're not alone, because that is like just worrying about pumping so that you have a stash for work. It's so stressful, especially if you think you can't because of a previous, you know, situation. And I just really want to stress and let you guys know that every baby, when, you know, people tell you this, every baby is different. It is so true. Because when I was pregnant with her and everybody told me that, I didn't believe them. I was so afraid she was going to be just like Cash, my 19-month-old, for those of you that don't know who we are. He was just really tough. I had a really hard time with him, and it wasn't because of him, it was because of me, because I didn't have knowledge. I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't get the tools to help me. And this time I made sure while I was pregnant with her that I got the tools that I needed. I'm also going to link a sleep class down below that I purchased with her, because my 19-month-old sleeps so terribly, and he always has, still to this day, unfortunately. And it not only helped me with her sleep schedule, but it helped me know how to take care of her. Like just know what newborns, like what their cries mean and everything, and what to look for, and just kind of just set a foundation for me and like give me something to go off of. So I can't stress enough how much this class has helped me. I would not have been able to do everything I'm doing now with having a newborn and a 19-month-old without that class. It's like seriously saved my life. So I'll just link it down below if anybody wants to do it. I'll also link her Instagram because she gives a lot of free tips on her Instagram if you can't afford to buy her class, which I, you know, decided to save the money and not do it with Cash. And I really wish I would have gotten it when he was a newborn, because oh man, it would have made my life so much easier. But I didn't, and this time I made sure that I did, and so glad I did. So just want to kind of give you guys those resources. She's not sponsoring this video or anything. I have no affiliation with her. I just really want to, you know, help moms out there that might be struggling, or, you know, just not knowing like what to do or what resources to reach out for, like I didn't. Oh, Missy. She decided she wanted to interrupt our video, didn't you? Yes, it's okay. It's okay. I know you. As soon as I sat down, she's like, and starts crying. I'm like, no, I need to film this video. So I made myself a little schedule so I can kind of, you know, keep track and make sure I'm making my videos, because it's been hard with having the two little ones. So you guys can expect me to upload every Tuesday and Sunday. And then if you subscribe and turn on the notification bell, you'll know when I make videos. And it also helps support my channel if you subscribe and like the videos as well. And yeah, any comments or anything like that, just feel free to leave them below. I will see you guys in my next video. Can you say bye? Want to say bye? Can you bye? Say bye. Bye, you guys.